The signs that you are depressed, not lazy. Do you feel like you are lack of motivation? Sometimes, you feel like leaving bed in the morning, or just go to the bathroom is something so difficult. You're not alone. Many people feel the same thing like you. You feel that you are unmotivated. And many people label you that you are lazy. You may wondering why you do this way. But rather than focus of the problem, it's better to address on the reason that led to this problem. So you can find the solution and be a better person. Let's check the anwer through this video. There are the signs that you are depressed, not lazy. If you find that depression is the root of your personal problem, so you will know what to do to help yourself. Depression is a mood disorder that usually makes people feel a sense of hopelessness and despair. In some cases, people who suffer depression feel the overwhelming sadness, with willing to suicide accompany it. So here are the 6 warning signs that you are depressed, not lazy. 1. You can't snap yourself out of it. The laziness often creeps in if you are overly stressed or if you have been working too hard for too long. But if it's only laziness, you can do a lot of nifty tips and tricks, so you snap yourself out of it. Laziness can be solved when you make a to-do list, listen to motivational talks, or set up an achievable goals. So how if it is more than only laziness? When it's depression, sorry to say that you can't do nothing, except seeking for help from professionals such as psychiatrists and do some treatments. Depression is not a choice, it just happens and you can't avoid. Depression is also definitely not something you can shake off or get over easily. No matter what other people tell you, it's not a little thing to deal with. Moreover, it's a serious mental illness that needs to be treated and get medication if required. To help you cope with this feeling, you may need to do months of therapy. In some cases, depressive episodes can recur throughout your life, so be patient in the healing process. 2. You can't cheer yourself up. Have you ever felt that you feel lonely or extremely sad? You also often feel hopelessness and very exhausted all the time, just like you have no energy at all. But surprisingly, you can't explain the reason of that feeling. You often feel an unexplained sadness, and feel loneliness even when you are in the middle of crowd. Sometimes, you also feel disheartened and downcast for reasons you just can't understand. And with these feelings, just nothing you can do. It seems like so impossible to cheer you up or make yourself feel better. Even when you do fun activities with your friends, get enough sleep, eating comfort food, and doing self-care activities, seems to do much to brighten your spirits. Struggling with these feelings is difficult. Nothing can make you feel better and brighten up your day, even when you spend hours with your loved ones in the beach, enjoying summer together. You just still feel lonely and sad. If you are battling with this, seek the professional help soon. 3. You have no interest in anything. According to the American Psychological Association, a considerably diminished interest or pleasure in activities is one of the signs of a depressive episode. When you feel so lazy and lack of motivation, especially for something vital in your life such go to school or work, that's a sure sign that something is seriously wrong with your mental health. Everyone has hobby. It makes them feel better and excited. But people with depression cannot find excitement even when they do hobbies. They totally lose interest in their hobbies, and emotionally withdraw from those around you. Instead of doing work or doing hobbies, people with depression prefer to stay at home and lay in the bed doing nothing for a whole day. They can't find to care enough about much of anything anymore, and lose interest to everything. If you find yourself with these feelings, for sure you are depressed and need to get a help soon. 4. You can't function like you used to. When you feel that your laziness is getting out of hand, it could be the sign of depression. Sometimes, it becomes too much for you to manage and getting in the way of your personal life, work, and school. If you feel these feelings, you may be dealing with depression and need to be treated soon. Psychologists tend to look at the 4 Ds of abnormality when they diagnose depression. The 4 Ds are deviance, distress, danger, and dysfunction. In short, if your laziness is making you dysfunctional and significantly interferes with your everyday tasks, it seems like it's more than only usual laziness. You also need to see a mental health care in getting away from depression. 5. Your laziness isn't triggered by anything. The signs of depression is also about extreme procrastination and might be brought on by several different reasons. Some argue that laziness reflects a lack of self-esteem, while some others believe that it's because of a lack of positive recognition from others. Also, the lack of discipline, self-control and interest will be other reasons that manifest procrastination. Depression isn't usually triggered by just one particular thing, and even the psychologists don't really know. There isn't a clear reason why depression develops and one certain reason which drives this. However, one thing that you need to know, when you find yourself feeling so disheartened, extremely down, and so unenergetic of all things, they could be the signs of depression. See the mental health professional soon to get help. 6. Your laziness isn't a choice. It is a bit difficult to distinguish between a normal laziness with depression. But, finally, the difference between these things is that while laziness can be changed, depression isn't so easily altered. It is very important thing you need to know. Depression is not easy to handle. When you find yourself so lazy and disinterested to everything, and it's not a funk that you can just get out of. Depression isn't a choice. You never expect to be depressed. While being lazy sometimes is a choice and you promise yourself to be more productive later, and you manifest it. No, it's not that easy if you are depressed. In fact, people with depression often report feelings of extreme guilt, shame, and helplessness due to their depression. The mental illness goes so much deeper than that. No one people with depression do that only for attention. If you are experiencing these feelings, or you know someone that experiencing these, it's a serious mental health issues, namely depression. Don't hesitate to call a professional help and get medication if necessary. Depression sometimes is unnoticed. People just blaming themselves for being so lazy. From now on, after you realize that what you experience is not something normal, you need to find a way to get out of it by getting help from mental health care. You may need to long-time treatment, but believe in yourself that you will be a better person after you get out of this.